Hey guys, my name is Confident. Welcome to the 24-minute lesson excerpt where I will be sharing with you some ideas, some methods, some strategies or concepts that you can incorporate as you prepare for your final exams, be it you're studying for your mathematics N1, your N2 or your N3. Now, if these videos are handy and you are benefiting from them, you can actually press the like button, or if you've got some ideas, you can leave some comments below. If you also like to be notified of extra videos every time we post them, you can subscribe to our channel and then you'll get some notification every time there are new videos. And also, if you are interested in some of our resources, be it textbooks and some videos, you can check this at the end of this video. We will send you some information. Now let's check this concept out. With examiners, mensuration of plane shapes is one of the interesting sections of the question that they usually like to bring some questions that requires you to come with some bit of sketches, some bit of thinking or analysis before you can just start answering the question. The questions are easier, but if you do not analyze them well, they can sometimes lead you to end up answering the wrong thing that you are not supposed to be answering. So it is very important for you to analyze properly what you're given and then answer now the questions after you've properly analyzed. Check out the units, which is also very important to take note of, and even the small information that is given can actually lead you to get a wrong answer if you did not apply that particular statement. Now let us look at an example. It says in parallelogram. Already the moment they say parallelogram, it means a lot. Parallelogram means if I've got AD, it means this side is parallel to that side, and AB is parallel to that side because it's parallelogram ABCD. So ABCD, that's what information already I'm getting from the word parallelogram. So you can see they didn't include the lines, but from that I can actually come up with a shape like that. It says AB is equal to 13 centimeters, in which you can see there is the part of 13 centimeters. AD is equal to 20 centimeters. In this case, they didn't, the question does not have, if I can mark that, this is my A and that's my D. So it is 20 centimeters and BT is equal to 5 centimeters. I think you can see there is my BT is 5 centimeters. So far so good. Now it says AD is equal to BC, and again remember a parallelogram has got two equal sides, so that is equal to that, and AB, which is AB, is equal to DC. So this is information that is given, and it says AT, which is my, I think, if so that I don't do that. So A, there is my A on top there. AT is perpendicular to BC. By perpendicular, it means it forms a 90 degrees there. So that angle there is equal to 90 degrees. That's basically what it means. So after having analyzed such a question, let us look at the questions that they are bringing with regard to all this information that they've given us. It says A, if I can start by looking at A, it says calculate the length of AT. Now they want the length of AT, so if I can come up with a diagram for AT, what is interesting is this particular diagram that I'm going to take out. You can see this diagram and this diagram and this diagram. Why am I taking that part of a diagram? Because this is a triangle that can be actually simpler to solve. I'm going to use this triangle, and in this particular triangle, that's where I have got my A, my B, and my T. Remember, this is 90 degrees, this is 5 centimeters, and that is 13 centimeters. They want me to calculate AT. So this is the part that they want me to calculate. I'm choosing a triangle because a triangle with a 90 degrees, what must come into your mind is the theorem of Pythagoras. So the moment you have a 90 degrees, and which is a right angle triangle, and you have got two sides, you can use now the theorem of Pythagoras, which says, in this case, a b squared, which is the longest side, is equal to the sum of the square of the shorter sides, which is bt squared plus at squared. That's what Pythagoras say. So it says ab squared, which is your 13 squared, is equal to your bt, which is 5 squared, plus your at squared. Remember, they want me to find my at. This is what I'm finding. So because of that, there is my at already. Now I have to make at the subject of the formula. So what I need to do is to take the 5, to jump the equal sign and join 13 so that it will become negative. So I've got 13 squared minus 5 squared is equal to at squared. So with that, I am able then to calculate what is the final answer for 13 squared minus 5 squared. I'm getting 144. So 144 is equal to at squared. But remember, I'm not looking for at squared, I'm looking for at. So what do? At this stage, for me to get at, I have to square root the left and the right so that I can get rid of that square in at. Then at that stage, now you have to find the square root of 144 with your calculator, and it will give you, I think you already know, 144 is 12. So if I say 12 is equal to, now it is my at without the square. So now I've managed to calculate the side 80, but it is not complete because without the units you are not going to get all your marks. So you need to see the units are given in centimeters, so which means your 80 is 12 centimeters in that case. So you have managed then to find the part on A. You have solved the part. Now let us look at the second question for B. Now the second question for B says, determine the circumference of figure ADCT. Now this is interesting. Let me try to follow what they are giving me. It says A to D, and then from D to C, and from C to T. Now you can see, now this is the figure. Now I have to now connect A and T together. So now if I can draw this kind of figure on the other side, just a smaller version of it. So I'm having something like that, like that, like that, and like that. Remember, this is not actually drawn to scale. So I have now my 90 degrees there, my A, my D, my C, and my T. Now they want me to calculate the circumference. Now the question is, you need to know, what does the word circumference mean? Circumference means distance right around the shape. So if they say circumference, another word for circumference is perimeter. I would have preferred that the examiner used the word perimeter in this shape, because circumference usually is to deal with circular objects like a circle or a semicircle, and perimeter is to deal with such objects. So actually they are saying calculate the perimeter, which is the distance right around the shape. And if I'm to find the distance right around the shape, it is like I'm adding AD plus DC, the distance DC, plus the distance CT, plus the distance AT. So if I can add all these distances, I'm going to find, in this case, as I said, they used the word circumference. That's what you'll be finding. So therefore, this will be equal to my AD. Remember, they gave us the units there to say this is 20 centimeters, and The next part, they told us this is 13 centimeters and AP is equal to DC. So even this side, it is 13 centimeters because they were equal. And then at the bottom, it is interesting. Now, one thing you need to know is this. If I can use my my yellow line from the original diagram, you need to remember that this line is equal to 20 centimeters. So if it is equal to 20 centimeters, but at this point, if I cut it there to that point, you see it is equal to 5 centimeters. So now the question is, what is this particular distance? So it's 5 and this distance will be 15 centimeters. So that if you say 15 plus 5, you get your 20. So here you have your 15 centimeters and your 80, remember you calculated it as 12 centimeters. So now when you add this distance, your 80 becomes 20 plus your DC 13 plus your CT 15 and your 80 as 12. Therefore, the final answer to that one becomes that plus that plus that plus that. It gives you 60. So the answer there becomes 60. What are the units? Now perimeter or distance is just units, which is 60 centimeters in this case. That is the distance right around this shape, and the word they used there was circumference, but as I said, it is the same as you are calculating the perimeter of that shape. Now this is how you can analyze such a given question and be able to interpret it by solving it the way we have just solved it. Now we've come to the end of this lesson. I hope the video that you just watched was of benefit to you, and as I said, if you benefited from the video, you can press the like button or you can leave us a comment below. And if you want to be notified of these videos, you can always subscribe to our channel. Now if you want the full curriculum of this mathematics, if you're studying for mathematics N1, N2 or N3 and you want the test book as well as the videos, we have a full curriculum of the mathematics N1, N2, N3 as well as the accompanying videos. We also have videos of the previous question papers, the latest papers that were written in video form. These question papers can assist you as you prepare for your exams. We also have PDF version of the previous question papers that were written since 2014 until now, and if you want them, you can check all the information from our website, and trust me, these will become very handy to you. We sell them at a very discounted prices, and it is worth the try. Thank you.